check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did I find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's May. Now he's going to step up and run. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New England.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
He made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down and 6 now. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
On the give, here's Charbonnet. Now he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. May. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score on pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
A lot of times when you have a ball like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. To the air, May. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play. Now he's free up the right sideline. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Pats are once again back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
An extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Zach Charbonnet, 61 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Shotgun now from Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The call here, they need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, New England.
Trying the left side with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play action. Made. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get him there for the sack. Christian Harris coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's May. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Come on.
Throwing now is Murray. That's caught. This is a Abanikanda. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Now Murray again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
Let's go. Hey.
Here's Murray. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Texans 10. Andy Morales to kick off for New England.
Win or go home. That That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out. Okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they coughed it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They're going right back to Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ken Walker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roll, and he found it.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Texans 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. He'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Burner. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here is 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now back to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
up the middle. Here's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Hey, here goes front.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Here goes front. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
They're going to look to throw. May looking to run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And my goodness, another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Murray changing the play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down.
scenes. You feel alive, like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you can't have enough. You still feel paralyzed above. So friends just having kids ain't had enough. You still used to have that world with no love.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth, and a very critical drive upcoming. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nice little juke. Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Murray off play action. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And all the way down to the 9. The Chen gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Texans, first down. First and goal.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Israel Abanikanda, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a third and 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Looking to throw. May. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kenneth Walker sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Now Murray. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the gun, Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Collins. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ace.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And a good effort effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
The 49-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hey, what's up?
Toss left side for Walker. There he goes again. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's up?
A run now with Charbonnet. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here comes 2nd down.
Here goes that. Hey, what's up?
A give for Walker running right. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They run again with Walker. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to book a trip to the AFC title game.
Makes the score.
The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on to the playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.